Jen, you have got to do something about that young'un of yourn.
Now how'd that happen?
Fighting with a bobcat.
Get hurt?
I reckon so. It limped off on 3 legs.
I swear I don't know what to do about that girl.
Well, the first thing you got to do is get her into a dress. She's too big to be wearing men's duds. Look at this. She popped all the buttons off her shirt again.
Well, Ally Mae carries herself proud. With her shoulders thrown back.
It ain't her shoulders popping these buttons.
Paul! Paul! Where are you, Paul?
Up to the cabin, Ally.
I caught me a critter.
What's she doing now?
Climbing down from that elm near the slough.
Climbing? Wrestling? She is a fully grown-up, rounded-out woman, Jen. She's got to start acting like one. She needs to be thinking about getting married. Another year she'll be too old.
Oh, one of these days, some boy will come a-courting.
He come a-courting when she was 12. What'd she do?
Whoop star out of him.
Well, that's what she still does. Now she's 17. Another year she'll be too old to get married.
She'll get herself a husband.
She ain't gonna get one wrestling. Ain't no boy wants a wife who's gonna whoop him every day.
Well, now I noticed something, Granny. Used to round the boy something off whenever Ellie whipped him wrestling. But here lately, they stand in line just to get whooped.
Howdy, Paul.
What you got there?
Got me a stranger.
Where'd you get him?
I bend you with a rock.
What for?
So he'd be easier to take. He was skulking down by that slough with another one.
Same kind?
No, that other one had a fancy city suit and a leather satchel. When I tried to beat him, he put that satchel on his head and run. Sorry I missed him. They'd have made a nice pair.
Ellie Mae, you can't keep him.
But I caught him. You don't like him? I'll keep him out in the smokehouse. He won't be a bother to you none.
Ellie Mae, you can't keep a person like they was a dog or a cat.
I had me dogs and cats. Never heard me a stranger. Look at him, Granny. He's cute.
There ain't no stranger. That's that feller from the petroleum company was by here last week.
What's a petroleum?
I don't know. He come asking if he could do some wildcatting down by the slough, and I told him, sure, go ahead. We'd be happy to get rid of the critters.
What'd he say?
He just laughed. But the joke's on him, because there ain't no wildcats out in that slough.
Heck no. It's too full of oil.
He come back about an hour later. He asked me for, what did he call it? A box on the wall that you're talking to and they can hear you in Oklahoma.
Poor feller must be out of his head.
Then he asked me where was the nearest airfield. Told him I didn't recollect no field sitting up in the air. Then, he said the craziest thing.
Like what?
He said he was going to fly to Tulsa. Now, you know that man ain't got wings. That ain't right, Ellie, to being one of God's creatures in the head. That ain't right to start with.
What happened? Where am I?
This here's the Clampett place.
I'm right sorry, stranger. I wouldn't have meaned you if I knew you was crazy.
I never saw a guy take a picture rock like that. What is he? The Mountain Mickey Mantle?
I ain't no guy, but thank you just saying.
That's a girl. That's a girl. Turner. Turner, are you in there? There you are. Oh, I take it you're the owner. John Brewster, Chief Counsel of Illinois.
You don't look like no chief. Where's your feathers?
This here's my young Ellie Mae. I'm just Clampett. And Granny Moses.
Granny Moses. Wait, you're not Granny Moses who paints primitives.
I have whitewashed ours a time or two.
Mr. Clampett, my company and I would like to make you a very generous offer for your land.
Sell our home?
Well, you can keep the house, if that's what you call it. We just want the swamp. We will raise so many derricks down there.
And Mr. Brewster, I got to be honest with you. You couldn't raise turnips down there.
He's right. I know that soil looks dark and rich, but it's so greasy you could just squeeze the oil right out of it.
I noticed.
Mr. Clampett, don't you understand? That's what we want. You're a very rich man.
How big a rock you been in with?
No bigger than a pawpaw.
Stranger, if money was skunk oil, a hound couldn't smell me.
Mr. Clampett, my company and I will change all that. Just sign this contract right here, and you will be rich beyond your wildest dreams.
Don't sign nothing, Jed. My old Uncle Ferdinand signed a paper once before he knew it. He was in Cuba with that feller with a mustache running up a hill going, George!
Good heavens, what's that?
It's just Cousin Pearl and Jethro in their old truck. Grab something and hold on. They's headed right for us.
Jethro, stop pointing that truck at my cabin and slow down!
I'm trying. I'm dragging both my feet.
Ah! Oh, I can't watch. Did they hit us?
No, but you should have seen the chicken house sailing across the yard. Looked like a falling star dribbling chicken mash.
Jethro, pick that chicken house up now and put it right back where it belongs.
But Granny, maybe the chickens like it better to the other side. Chickens like a change now and then too.
You sure that was a fit thing to do?
I assure you, Mr. Clampett, you will not regret this. Why, just signing that contract, you are a millionaire.
Congratulations, sir.
Come on, Turner. Let's go back out in that swamp. I want to squish my feet around that beautiful slime again.
Jed, I saw that done-up city fella toting a satchel coming over here, so naturally I came running. Never trust a fella totes a satchel. He'll slicker you every time.
Hello, Pearl. That was Mr. Brewster, Chief Counsel for Midland Oil.
Counsel, that's a fancy name for lawyer. Them's the worst kind. They go to school and study how to slicker you. Granny said he wants to buy the old swamp. You didn't sign nothing, did you?
Well, yeah, I guess I did.
What are they gonna pay you?
I know, Pearl. You know that old swamp ain't no good for...
Jed Clampett, you got slickered and you're ashamed to admit it.
I told him don't sign no papers. My cousin, Ferdinand Fruit, used to live over there in the Tennessee Valley. One time he signed a paper. Next thing he knowed, there was the biggest lake you ever seen over his house. No, 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 no. Signing papers is like burning bridges before they's hatched.
How much, Jed?
Well, they said, depending on how much they could pump out, somewhere between 25 and 100.
25 and 100.
Well, now that Mr. Brewster said a great story. He's paying me in some new kind of dollar.
Oh, Jed, they ain't no new kind of dollars.
Well, they's new to me. I heard of gold dollars and silver dollars and paper dollars, but now he's paying me in, I don't know what they call them, $1 million?
$1 million? Jethro!
A little trip right here on the contract.
Sakes alive! You're a millionaire. Pearl!
Oh,
She fainted.
I guess she's still flustered because we hit the chicken coop.
Did we hit the chicken coop?
Yep, nothing broke but a couple of eggs. Nothing for you to faint about.
I never fainted before when we hit the chicken coop. No? No? No. I fainted because your Uncle Jed's a millionaire.
There she goes again.
Gee, Uncle Jed, if it's that bad, sorry for your trouble.
Thank you, Jethro. Is it that bad, Pearl?
Is what that bad?
Being a millionaire.
Hey, them's for smelling, not drinking.
Jed, it means you're rich.
Me?
The richest man in these hills. Maybe even the whole state. You could have anything you want, do anything you want, live any place you want.
Well, now that's what Mr. Brewster said. Pearl, you think I ought to move?
Jed, how can you even ask? Look around. You're 8 miles from your nearest neighbor. You're overrun by skunks and possums and coons and bobcats. You got kerosene
a pig pen. I'm gonna get him.
You can't have him, Jethro. He's mine.
Hey, now he don't belong to neither one of you. Put that rock down, Jethro. Oh, what are them strangers gonna think of our manners?
You give him that. He's mine.
He ain't neither.
Me too.
I ain't neither.
Wanna wrestle?
Darn tootin'.
Now you, come here. You can stop that before I want both of you.
Could've whooped you.
Couldn't.
Could.
Now, man, you're just getting too big to be right for boys. You gotta start minding your manners and fixing yourself up nice and wearing dresses.
How? Folks would be calling me a sissy.
Oh, it ain't sissy for a girl to act like a girl. Ellie, I always wanted a son, and well, you was my only young'un. That was wrong. But I sort of turned you into a boy. By the time Granny got out here, you was too odd to tame. But it ain't fit. Nature made you a girl, and here lately she's getting more positive about it. You're right pretty, Ellie.
How?
You're the living picture of your mom.
Turner! Turner, where did you go? Excuse me, folks. I was wondering, have you... Oh, my God. Turner!
Hey, you can't have him. He's mine. I called him fair and square.
Get out of my way! Turner. Hey, buddy, wake up. He's out again. Why are you kicking him? Can you do something? Help him.
I can't do nothing. Pearl done drank up all the smelling salts.
Turner.
Did that girl hit me again?
Nope. This one got you this time.
Big were some weird girls up in these hills.
You shouldn't ought to have done that, Jethro. You gotta start minding your manners, too.
You mean I gotta fix myself up and wear dresses like Ellie Mae?
Oh, Jethro. Jen, you won't never get Ellie Mae polished up less than you move her one of those places where they know how to girlify tomboys like her. You're a city feller. Don't you think you ought to move?
Well, you can certainly afford to live in a lap of luxury. Why, he could move from this old pig pen to a palace.
Pig pen's out back. You can tell this is the house because it's got the curtains.
I know just the place I'd move if I was you.
Where?
California.
Horse feathers. The good Lord had wanted me in California, he'd have put me in California.
Maybe he's just getting round to it. The book says he moves in mysterious ways.
Well, if he moves me, I'll go. But you and Pearl ain't budging me.
And I know just the place I'd move in California. Beverly Hills.
Now, what they got in Beverly Hills they ain't got here?
Millionaires. It's full of millionaires.
Folks like me.
Oh, well, millionaires.
And movie stars.
And what?
Movie stars. Remember when they had the show over to Eureka Falls and we'd go see Mary Pickford and all her girls? Well, I bet she still lives there. She might even come and visit with you.
I can visit with Winona Clapsaddle anytime I want. She lives right over the creek and she got curls just as good as anybody.
You'd love it there, Granny. It don't get cold.
What don't get cold?
Nothing. They don't have snow and ice.
Well, if they's all so rich, can't they just tote some in?
They don't want it. That's why it'd be so good for Granny. Remember how she fell on the ice last winter and broke her hip?
I was limping for a day or two.
Granny'd sure like it there. And Ellie Mae could get a fine education, grow up more ladylike.
Does that mean I'll have to go to one of them beauty parlors to get my hair all fixed up and wear them fancy old city dresses and put that powder on my face like all them city girls do?
Why, sure you will.
Then I ain't going.
It'd be good for Ellie. Granny, you was saying so yourself.
Maybe. Just maybe.
And Jethro could drive you out my truck.
No, I couldn't let you do that, Pearl.
Jed, you're kinfolk. What's mine's yours and what's yours?
But Jethro's gonna get back to school.
It's all right, Uncle Jed. But I ain't strict in the 6th grade.
The 6th grade? That heavyweight's in 6th grade?
Yup, I go to Oxford.
you attend at Oxford?
Well, yeah, that big yellow bus totes me all the way over Mulhole Creek to Oxford every morning.
Oh.
You've been so good to us, Jed. I'd be right mean if I didn't loan you Jethro in the truck. And later, I could come out to Beverly Hills and visit a spell. And ride back with Jethro when he goes home. Did I tell you about the oranges out there?
You know, it might be a good idea to move, Jed. I mean, for Ellie's sake. But is Beverly Hills the only place? Now, where do you live?
I live in Tulsa, ma'am.
Maybe you can find us a place out there. That way we know some neighbors.
No, Mr. Clampett. You will hate Tulsa. It's a hotbed full of tomboys. Beverly Hills is the place for you.
Oh, your word's good enough for me. Now let me go pack your things. They say a quick move is best.
Yes, Paul.
Then it's settled. You're going to Beverly Hills.
Reckon so.
And you'll take Jethro with you.
Of course we will, Pearl. Don't you want us to?
Sure I do. I'm just worried about all them city girls. Jethro's such a good-looking boy and so much charm and sex appeal. Boys take after the falls, don't you think?
I'm not sure. My wife and I had all girls.
Oh. Jethro, start putting things in the truck.
Now, how are we going to find a cabin in Beverly Hills?
Well, I could ask my friend Milburn Drysdale. He's the president of a big bank out there. I'm sure he'd be very happy to help you if you put your account in his bank.
All right. As long as I'm at it, I'll put my money there too.
Fine. Let's go, Turner. I'll call Milburn. I'm sure he'd be very happy to find you a nice home, Mr. Clampett.
Thank you kindly. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I'm all packed, Paul.
Jethro, get Granny's rocker. And you remember, if you need your mom for anything, I am ready to come.
Thank you, Ma. Come on, Granny.
Yo,
Granny.
I ain't going.
Granny.
Fine. Whoa, we're out of our home.
Thank you, Granny.
Take my hand. Lots of kids.
Bye, Ellie Mae. And if you need any help fixing your clothes or anything, don't hesitate to call, but I'll come help you get settled.
Goodbye, Cousin Pearl.
And Jed, for you, I drop everything.
Go on, Pearl. Come on, Granny.
Granny, don't go straining yourself settling in. You get there, your new house, you need any help, you call me and I'll come help you get settled in.
You know, Pearl, maybe after we go, maybe you can move the pigs on in here. I mean, this is the place with the curtains.
First thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. The kinfolk said, Jed, move away from there. Said, California is a place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools, movie stars. Beverly Hillbillies.
Milburn Drysdale, I do not understand you purchasing the estate directly next to ours for a family you don't even know. What earthly reason can you have for such an action?
Margaret, I have 25 million reasons. And they're all deposited into my bank. Their account makes my bank the third largest in capital assets in the entire state.
Money is money, Milburn.
You can say that again.
But position, breeding, that's what is important. We don't want riffraff living under our very noses.
Margaret, the Clampetts are my kind of people. Loaded. Besides, John Rooster sent them to me.
Oh, what does he know about society? He's in oil.
So, apparently, are the Clampetts. Up to their clavicles.
Even so, rushing me here from my sick bed.
Margaret, you are as healthy as I am.
Neither you nor the doctor understand how I suffer from my migraine headaches. Well, I shall greet them, but we will not mingle with them socially until I have a genealogical check run on them.
I believe I hear a car.
Well, if it's the Clampetts, they have singularly poor taste. With all their millions, they're driving around in last year's Chevrolet.
Oh, it's Miss Hathaway.
What ho, mon capitaine? Ah, Mrs. Drysdale, the captain's lady. And how are we this fine day?
I don't know how we are, but I'm upset. With your qualifications as a secretary, you should have found these people a home far from mine. I fear the Clampetts shall be, how should I put it, nouveau riche.
Well, they're so riche, the nouveau part hardly matters.
Were you able to secure a school for the children?
Mission accomplished. I called Mrs. Pennyweather at the Pennyweather Academy.
But that's my school. It's the most exclusive in the area. They will not take Oley Mountain children.
They did when I mentioned a donation for the new library.
They just built a new library. I subscribed myself.
Well, it seems they spent all their money on the building itself. They need a little bit more for some books. Mrs. Pennyweather will be over before the afternoon is out to put a cultured bite on them.
What is that incredible noise?
It looks like an old truck.
No, I would venture to guess a garbage collector.
Well, they must have the wrong address. There's no garbage here. The Clampetts haven't arrived yet.
I hope.
Ooh, they seem to be stopping. Ooh. Milburn, tell them to go away. They look like gypsies.
Hippies!
Howdy, I'm Jay Clampett.
Clampetts.
This is my mother-in-law, Granny Moses, and my young and Ellie man.
I'm Milburn Drysdale. This is my wife, Margaret, and this is Miss Hathaway.
Milburn, I'm about to have a migraine.
Quick, get some boiling water.
Oh, no. I must go home. I must be alone.
I understand that's how I had all my children. All alone and then out plow the fields an hour later.
My wife is not having a baby.
By the looks of her, it'll be pretty soon.
Milburn, escort me home.
Margaret, I think you should stay.
I'm going.
Margaret, you're staying.
Uncle Jed, that fox is fixing to bite that lady.
We're the Clampetts. Maybe the assassin family used to live here.
I have 2 words for you. Get them out of here at once, if not sooner.
That's 10 words.
At a time like this, you expect me to count? Oh, my fox!
You'll have to excuse my wife. She's been under quite a strain.
Don't know why she's a fussing so. These Beverly Hills foxes ain't got much meat on them. This one's sick anyhow. All the fur done molted off its belly.
Jed, this here's some dandy soil. We could grow us a fine stand of corn here.
Fine, commence plowing tomorrow.
You cannot grow corn here.
Now don't you worry. If Granny says it's good soil, it's good soil.
No, this is Beverly Hills.
And dirt is dirt.
What I'm trying to say is, well, yes, we should look around inside.
Ain't that a city fella for you? Thinks you can grow corn inside.
Well, doggies.
Uncle Jed, this here's the biggest bunch of indoors I ever did see.
Not exactly what I call cozy. Look at that skinny little table. How you supposed to put a meal on that?
Why, that is an antique pier table. It was once in Versailles. Why, Marie Antoinette may have brushed past it on her way to a fancy dress ball. Napoleon may have laid his hat here. Louis XIV may have stubbed his toe against it.
Mr. Drysdale, we're just simple people. We don't mind things being secondhand.
I guess if there's no stove, I'll have to go to cooking out back again.
There's a kitchen out there. I completely stocked the freezer for you.
I like to cook in the setting room so as I don't miss nothing.
Never mind, Granny. We can move the stove in here.
All right.
Granny, why don't you have a look first? It's very lovely. Just past the dining room and the butler's pantry.
Let's go look, Jethro. I never did see a tree grew pans before.
I suppose this is quite different from your former home.
Well, I've roughed it before. I can rough it again.
This is one of the finest mansions in Beverly Hills. It was built by John Barrymore, one of our finest actors.
Heard of our stonemason, too. Oh, it's nice, Mr. Drysdale, but we had it real first class back home.
Yes, some of those old southern mansions can be quite beautiful, with their Spanish moss and their large white pillars.
We left the moss, but we brought the pillars to sleep on the bed.
I believe Miss Hathaway was referring to wooden pillars.
Oh, never slept on one of them before.
Jed, I can't light that stove. There ain't no wood box in the kitchen.
Jethro, get the action of the truck. Chop Granny some firewood.
Yes, Uncle Jed. I saw some dead trees outside pert near as high as this house.
But you don't need wood for that stove.
I reckon you're a career girl, Miss Hathaway. Appears to me you don't know much about cooking.
Paul, you see that there icebox? It's big enough to hold a whole side of beef.
Is that a fact?
And guess what keeps that big old thing running?
What?
4 little bitty pans of ice, sort of shaped like me.
Perhaps you'd like to see the drawing room.
Woo, doggies. Think of that, Ellie. All room just for drawing.
Well, mon capitaine, I am not sure that the Clampetts are ready for Beverly Hills, but I am certain that Beverly Hills is not ready for the Clampetts.
Miss Hathaway, you have, as usual, put your finger on the crux of the whole grisly mess. And the first person to start a petition to have them thrown out will be my wife.
Well, certainly your wife can see that underneath their rough exterior that basically the Clampetts are good people. Perhaps she will help you get them socially acclimated.
Have you met my wife? Before our marriage, she broke off an engagement with the Rockefellers because he ate his salad with a cake fork.
But she's a good woman.
But nothing, Miss Hathaway. I have to choose I lose my wife, or I lose my largest depositor.
Well, there's only one choice you can make.
Exactly. But how do I tell Margaret we're through?
Mr. Drysdale, you cannot be serious.
No, that's what makes it so difficult. I love my wife.
Well, as we used to say at Vassar, love will find a way.
And you love find a way to you at Vassar.
Well, no, but...
Then shut your well-educated mouth and help me think of a more practical solution.
Oh, young man, is this the Clampetts?
No, ma'am, it's their house.
Mother, was that the gardener?
I don't know, Percy dear.
He was awfully muscular, Miss Pennyweather. That looks like a chopped up telephone pole he was carrying.
Granny, got the firewood. Them dead trees was all trimmed and strung together with black rope. No matter which one you cut, the others kept it from falling.
Jed, there ain't no pump in that kitchen. Can't find no well out back. Not even a creek. Big fancy place like this ain't got no water.
There's a cement pond out behind the bushes yonder, Granny.
Now that's a powerful piece to have to haul water to the house.
You do not have to haul water to this house, dear lady.
Now look at here, stranger. I don't care what you folks in Beverly Hills do, but us Clampetts is going right on taking baths. Let's go, Jethro.
Perhaps we could see this upstairs.
Looky, Paul, there's a whole nother house up here.
Well, in any event, this is obviously their home. Quite suitable. An appropriate setting for Pennyweather Academy students.
Well, judging by the size, the Clampetts must be very wealthy, Mother.
Exactly. I have kept the Pennyweather Academy the finest school in Beverly Hills by restricting our students to the brilliant or the rich.
But all the students are rich.
My standards of brilliance are very high, Gloria. Now, while our library is the finest in the state architecturally,
It doesn't have any books.
and we know how much books can add to a library. So I need you both to do everything you can to make sure the Clampetts feel like contributing to the atmosphere of the school, no matter how unusual they may seem. Now, shall we go in?
With our heads held high.
Holding a banner with a strange device. Excelsior!
Oh, Percy, we know you're an English teacher. Stop quoting.
But I...
How do you do? I'm Mrs. Pennyweather.
Oh yes, I'm Miss Hathaway, and this is Mr. Drysdale.
Charmed. And the Clampetts, are they in residence?
No, ma'am. In Beverly Hills now.
Oh, well, I meant the staff seems to be here. I saw the gardener, and this, I presume, is the handyman?
Well, back home they said it was one of the handiest.
This is Jed Clampett.
Charmed. This is Jed Clampett, the millionaire.
They're simple people with simple money.
Wall to wall.
This is Gloria Mundy, president of the student council, and my son, Percy, the English instructor.
How to do?
Now, tell me about your dear children.
Well, first there's Ellie, man. She's a nice girl, but I gotta admit, a little strong-willed. You just keep her away from any wildcats and she'll be just fine.
Wildcats, oh, Gloria, protect me.
Then there's Jethro, my cousin Pearl's boy. Don't know how long he's staying because he's got to get back to Oxford where he goes to school regular.
Oxford? He attends Oxford University?
Well, it's the school in Oxford he goes to. His Paul went there too.
Oh, yes, the old school tie. I suppose he went to Eton as a boy.
Jethro went to Eton the minute he was born.
Oh, yes, as soon as he was born, his father matriculated him.
Kind of think it was his mom.
Well, at any rate, he's an Eton man.
That he is. In fact, Jethro's Eaton champion.
Marvelous. What was he champion of?
Eaton?
Yes, but what was it? Cricket?
No, it was crawdad.
Crawdad?
I don't think even Jethro would eat crickets. That's for fishing.
Oh, well, what I meant, was... Oh, there's the young man himself.
I'm a young man, but thank you just the same.
This here's Ellie Man.
Your daughter? What an interesting couture you have, my dear.
Yes, and I can spit 20 feet too.
Welcome the young lady, Percy.
Go, Percy, go. Welcome to Pennyweather Academy, Miss Clampett.
Ellie Man, where's your manners?
How? He was aiming to bite my hand.
What?
This here's Jethro.
This is the Oxford student?
He stands at the head of his class.
Astonishing.
No, ma'am, the desk is too small for me to sit down.
May I welcome you to Pennyweather Academy. On behalf of the Student Council, I'm Gloria Mundy, the president.
Go on, you funning me. I know the president's a man.
Oh, I never met a boy with so many muscles who had a sense of humor with so many muscles.
Gloria! I'm not entirely sure the Clampetts would be comfortable at Pennyweather.
They could read a lot of books in the library.
But would people like this make us an endowment?
Of course we would. You just gotta give Granny a pattern.
Don't you just love your new home? It's so big and there's just the four of you. Why, you must each have a big bedroom suite.
Well, I guess we do, darling.
Milburn! Milburn, escape at once!
Escape what, Margaret?
The fire! The fire! Oh, I tried to phone, but the phones are dead. So I sent the butler to the fire department.
Margaret, what fire?
Guess Granny got one going. I'll have to stay for dinner so you can make you some extra grits and hog jaws.
Oh, no, I ain't. I can't cook nothing in that kitchen, Jed. All the meat in that storage bin is froze solid. And I put some dandelion greens in the sink to ranch, and the sink ate them up. And that dang city stove, all I get is smoke. I can't get it to draw worth a dang.
Well, looky here, Granny. Enjoy the real hometown welcome. Like that, Granny? So I mentioned to look a bit more home-like. Well, now, where are you going?
I'm going fishing in the cement pond.
Now, there ain't no fish out there, Granny.
I ain't going fishing for fish. I'm going fishing for figuring.
What kind of figure are you fishing for?
I'm fishing for figuring on how to get back home.
This is home, Granny. Just give it time. New place takes some getting used to.
I got used to home all my life, Jed. I want to go back. Can't do nothing here. Can't raise pigs, can't raise hogs. If the neighbors don't want no animals, how come we got that
figure something out. Apparently that slack fin's something called a tennis court.
What tarnation is a tennis?
Dunno. But one of these days we'll get us a pair and go to raising them.
You go to raising them. I'm going back home, where I can get some of the good things in life, like muskrat shanks and black-eyed peas.
I knew you was hankering for muskrat, so I sent Jethro to get you some.
He ain't gonna find none, Jed. I've been all through these Beverly Hills, and it was not easy. You got to climb up fences and jump over hedges, and you got to get around all them cement ponds and all them people laying around naked, smearing grease all over themselves and yelling at you to get. I swear these are the laziest, greasiest, most unfriendliest mess of people I ever seen.
Hi, Uncle Jed. Granny?
Jethro, put some clothes on. You got some bear grease on you I couldn't tell you from the natives.
Us and Glory and Ellie Mae's are going swimming.
Ellie Mae says go ahead. She popped out of her first 2 suits. Now she's working on her 3rd.
Thought you was fixing to get Granny a muskrat, Jethro.
Oh, that's my fault, Mr. Clampett. I told him all the furriers were closed. And besides, I didn't want to let him out of my sight.
Go on, Gloria.
I saw you in the school snack bar with that Frederica Collins.
Shucks, that weren't nothing. We was just having us an intellectual conversation. Frederica's fascinated by my intellect. Come on, let's go down to the cement pond.
It's called a pool, Jethro. A pool.
Why do you keep saying that, Percy?
If you're so unhappy, Percy, then why are you dating Ellie Mae?
It's because of Mother. She said if I want to keep my tenure, I have to deliver some books.
That's another reason I don't like it here. Jethro, running around half naked, showing off, chasing girls in his mom's truck. And remember now, it's you that gives him the 3 keys to perdition.
3 keys to perdition.
That's right, fine clothes, a fancy car, and 50 cents a week.
Now, Granny, I thought you'd be happy for Jethro. And Ellie Mae, she's got a beau too. And him an English teacher.
Huh, English teacher. Good old-fashioned American boy was good enough for Ellie Mae's ma and me. We don't go to school. We ain't met no people.
So that's what's ailing you. Granny, you got to remember what Pearl told us. This here's where the movie stars live.
What's that got to do with being neighborly?
Nothing. I just thought it might distract you for long enough.
Let me ask you this, Jed. If somebody moved into that old cabin across the creek back home, what would we have done?
Oh, we would have brought him a mess of pone and skin possum.
Has any living person come here and brought us a mess of pone or a skinned possum? Has any living person even come here?
Fire department. They've been real neighborly. Drop in 2, 3 times a day. Only yesterday when you went to make it so.
Yeah, another thing I can't do here. Seems to me these people ain't only lazy, they're dirty. What are you doing, Jethro? And where's Gloria?
She's a splashing in the sun. I gotta go dress for tennis.
Is tennis a girl? I ain't raising no girls in that stock pen, Jed.
Granny, tennis is a game. You take this here paddle and bash a white ball across the net.
What for?
I don't rightly know. Only Frederica Collins is coming to bash the ball back at me.
Jed, that boy is girl crazy. You are the one that is going to have to harvest the seeds of temptation once they have been trampled on by the little foxes. Because as the rod is spared, so the twig is bent. And them that dances, they've got to pay for casting the first stone. Mark my words, Jed.
I have no idea what she just said, but she sure could stir up a camp meeting with it. Doggone it. There goes that music again. Jethro, you ever figure out where that music comes from?
No, sir. Every time I go looking for it, someone always comes to the door.
Yoo-hoo! Be this the Clampett place?
Doggone, it never fails.
Howdy, ma'am.
Howdy. I reckon y'all don't remember me, do you?
Well, you look familiar, but I can't place you.
You remember the Fetty family that lived back on Possum Ridge?
Why, sure. You wanna jig Fetty's girls?
I'm in my line.
Well, doggone. Jethro, you remember the Fetty girls from back home?
Sure do. Used to chunk rocks at them.
Jethro's grown up since then.
Well, so she.
Well, come on in. We's mighty glad to see you. Jethro, where are your manners? And the line's tired. Granny, Ellie Mae, come see who's here.